President Trump has signed a new executive order which he says will help bring order to America's streets. But critics worry it could hold police less accountable.
Trump's executive order calls for cities to unleash high-impact police forces and officers, quote, not pursuing harmful, illegal, race, and sex-based equity policies.
That's right. You ain't gonna let nobody hurt us, right?
Oh, no.
Look what we got.
We private police ain't security.
Yeah, come on down. Oh, I'm gonna show y'all what's going on right here.
Go ahead.
All right, OG.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So what is that you got right there?
They better be paying attention to the news. The president of the United States is sending street-level drug dealers in every state
To Guantanamo Bay.
He's locking them up as terrorists. They are no longer considered. They're considered terrorists.
What the hell is that?
This is an AR carbine with a laser, body heat scope, and silencer.
Wow.
They better be paying attention to the news. The president of the United States is sending street-level drug dealers in every state
To Guantanamo Bay.
He's locking them up as terrorists. They are no longer considered. They're considered terrorists.
Memphis, Tennessee is the homicide capital of America per capita.
Most of the 450 FBI employees here in Memphis stayed in the city. Now, in a sit-down interview with Fox News, Patel announced plans to transfer 1,500 agents from Washington, D.C. across the country. And Patel says that includes a task force headed to Tennessee aimed at fighting violent crime in Memphis. He says the transition will begin later this year.
I didn't know this till my confirmation process, but Memphis, Tennessee is the homicide capital of America per capita. Didn't know that. We have a problem there. We're now addressing it. We're rolling out one of our task forces in the state of Tennessee. Our priorities, simple: crush violent crime, defend the homeland.
Think about your life. Being a black man in America isn't easy. The hunt is on. And you're the prey.
Remember that the black people had gone through 200 years of slavery and 100 years of oppression following the Civil War. And the relationship between black people and the police is very special because black people saw the police, and to this day, many of them see the police as the oppressors, as the enforcers of the white man's law. Came a time in the 60s when police officers became very frustrated with this. Day after day, we're out there, people are blocking highways, blocking the traffic to protest something or another, and people are picketing in front of an office building. Some company official is calling and screaming, "Get them out of here, lock them up." And you're in the middle. People had a right to protest, a right to free speech. There were rules. You couldn't lock them all up. But many of these powerful people had their way until now, and as things began to change, the police were there to maintain order. We're a racist society. We're still a racist society, and the police tend to be racist, and yet they began to change, and change almost 180 degrees. Their job until then was keep the black people in their place.
On May 15, 1970, police officers attacked and fired at black students at Jackson State College in Mississippi. 12 students were wounded and 2 lost their lives. This was just one of many instances in the 1960s and 1970s when black college campuses were attacked by law enforcement. In 1970 in Mississippi, racial tensions were high. The civil rights movement for black liberation was ongoing. On Jackson State's campus, students had been experiencing continued harassment by local white residents. White citizens had to drive through Jackson State to get to their jobs downtown. And some would intentionally try to run over students who would be walking to class or back to their dorm rooms. They would yell racial slurs at students while they stopped at traffic lights and throw glass bottles at them. On the night of this incident, white motorists and black students were getting into verbal and even physical altercations. The local police were called out, and soon a dump truck was set on fire. The Mississippi Highway Patrol was called out in full riot gear. A rumor was also spreading on campus that Charles Evers, the brother of slain civil rights leader Medgar Evers, and his wife Merle Evers had been attacked and lost their lives. The police made their way to Alexander Hall, an all-women's dorm. As the students talked amongst themselves, a glass bottle hit the ground. The police then turned around and fired at the dorm for over 30 seconds. An FBI report later said that 275 holes were found in the brick walls of the dorm. When the smoke cleared, 12 people were wounded, and 2 students, Philip Gibbs, a pre-law junior who had a child and a pregnant wife, and James Green, a high school student who was just walking across Jackson State's campus after finishing his shift at a grocery store, were dead. No